Hey, what's going on, everybody? Only a couple of minutes late. So much horror news. I don't know if I could even fit it all into one video, but I guess I'll be trying to do the best I can. Cause come on, man, we even like what Orphan prequel was supposed to come out this week, and I think the Black Phone was supposed to come out like another week. But we definitely have Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming up on the books. And dude, there's so many like Evil Dead has a new movie and a new video game, and more news with that. And Texas Chainsaw has a new poster. It has a new trailer coming out Monday, and it's going to have a new video game from the people who did Friday the 13th. So all the slasher people are doing some new stuff. News about your dad coming back. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know. He went out for a pack of smokes, and I'm pretty sure he'll be coming back when he does. Unless you buried him in Pet Cemetery or something like that. Hey, thanks for saying you're the biggest fan. That's very cool. As long as you can remain a fan, that'll be dope. All the way through. Hey, Megalo, what's going on, dude? All right, so let's get into some more stuff here. All right. And what I'm starting off with, I think I'm going to start off with this. Huh? This is the Halloween ends photo they put out, and I guess it's just letting you know a little things. I saw other people like break down this photo, so you could theorize about it. I don't know if how much I could theorize on this, but I heard other things like if you look closely right on her finger, it looks like Jamie Lee Curtis has a wedding ring. Cause right, they did a time jump, and who knows what the hell's going on. Oh man, it's 2 a.m. over there. All right. Thanks for being up at 2 a.m. I could have streamed a little bit earlier, but father life and such. Better be worth it. Damn, dude, that's a lot of pressure, man. Also, Lori has a ring, so did she marry Frank Hawkins? So that's yeah, people are either saying that she's wearing Hawkins' ring or she got married to Frank Hawkins, because who else was she like even talking to, right? And he had mess up legs, so I don't know. Maybe they'll have a wedding or a flashback, but maybe she got married and is less crazy after the fact. I heard that theory floating around. And it looks like Allison's more goth, right? Because her mother, and her boyfriend died of the same night by Michael Myers. So it might drove her crazy a bit. Or now she's just a bit more goth. And that's Lindsay Wallace. And what's the other news? Sarah Michelle Gellar, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is supposed to be in this movie too. Maybe, right? Maybe she's supposed to be in it. And I heard she's supposed to be connected to Lindsay Wallace a bit. So, yeah, it's weird even going back to Halloween news, because I was so used to doing Halloween kills, updates, videos, and everything. I totally forgot. Oh yeah, all this hype machine behind Halloween. It's very cool. It's getting at least now they're in production. It should wrap, and there you go. Yeah, so I think they'll be filming for a month or something. So they're filming it in the same year they're releasing it. So that's cool. And what else? I heard you see a pumpkin in the background right there. So that's something. It's gonna be Halloween time, even though they're time jumping in the future. So hey, I hope Ben Tramer's in Halloween ends. Maybe. I mean, they're damn near killing everybody else off. In 4 years, they made the sun explode. They created, yeah, 4 years. I don't know, maybe, maybe if Trump had 4 more years or something like that. I don't know. But also, the working title for that is going to be what they say, cave dwellers. So what does that mean? So the working title for Halloween Kills was Mob Rules, and now it makes sense. Like, oh yeah, they wanted to do the whole the mob of Haddonfield is sort of taken over and such. So mob rules now, cave dwellers. So Michael might just go Unabomber, right? So Michael might, after the whole Lori, right, killing Karen and everything, he just goes away and hides in a cave for how he, I don't know, 4 years. Because then COVID happens, and I don't know. And there's also shot. Why I didn't post it? Damn it! There's also shots of Lori at a supermarket. Well, if she just bumps into Michael at the supermarket, like, oh my god, that'd be so great too, dude. I would love it if just Michael just like, hey man, I killed who I want to. I'm a family man now. And then Allison goes after his kids, huh? Right? Like, I'm gonna kill your wife and your kid, right? So you know how it is to take my family. And then Allison's like a big old revenge story about it. But it seems like in this picture that Lori sort of has moved on. Maybe her clothes are bright. I don't know. It could be. Or Allison's the one to be crazy, like follow in her footsteps. But I think maybe Jamie Lee Curtis was like, listen, everyone called me crazy for thinking Michael's coming back for 30 years. And now I know he broke out and killed everybody. So I feel pretty good about that. I feel justified for being that crazy. Dr. Obama. Oh, there's another doctor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you hear about the character that's coming back who was mentioned in Halloween Kills? Doctor something. I forgot. Yeah, it's supposed to be it was a doctor that only that nurse mentioned, like, oh, I work for Dr. Mink or something like that. Damn, I forgot too. I should have done it. You gotta help me, Meglo. I need a spot. Well, anyways, yeah, it's some other doctor. It could be a doctor. Maybe Michael gets a new doctor, like Dr. Sartain. That could be something. Sartain's dead. So it'd be Loomis, Sartain, and then this one. I think it's pretty weird if they just mention a doctor that worked for the neighbors. So yeah, he's going to be a character in this Halloween Kills. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is supposed to be in it. Lindsay Wallace is supposed to be in it. And right, Tommy Doyle is dead. And yeah, I don't know. We just need a little bit more. I mean, it way our beak a little bit. We know Lindsay Wallace was going to live and probably end up in this movie. But if she was smart, she would just leave town. They all should have just left town, but maybe they still got axes to grind with Michael. Man rules my home. Yeah, right. Imagine Michael beating Walmart employees. Oh man, what if he does have like a whole crazy kill spree inside of a Walmart or that supermarket thing or something? Right? Michael's got to eat. He can't just keep eating dogs. He can't keep eating dogs like he did the first movie. He's got to eventually get routine going. So I don't know how far to go into that. Here's some other stuff. Hey, look at that. I forgot how good her makeup was. Cause that's Amber from Scream. So she's the one who got set on fire. Remember on the trailer, someone got set on fire? And yeah, that's definitely her. And so I was like, maybe she could live. Because one of these ghost faces could live and be end up in the next movie, right? So she got shot in the head, but right, if you get shot in the right place in the head, maybe you might live, maybe you won't, right? So I don't know. And she's small, but man, dude, got lit up in two different movies, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Scream. So I don't know, good for her. But I dug that makeup because that's the much gore as we got in this whole movie. It was a lot of stabs and it was violent and it was cool, but the set on fire thing that was pretty neat. Hey, what's up, Kaylee? How you doing? Oh, Dr. Mantis. Thanks, Meglo. Yeah, Dr. Mantis is supposed to be a character in the new Halloween Ends. In 4 years, I'm gonna eat something. Yeah, yeah. Michael's gotta eat. He's gotta eat like everybody else. So, right? Maybe he runs into Laurie at the grocery store. Because that's all we know for two settings in the movie. We know that It's going to be a bar. They seem to be at a bar, or it might even almost be like that same bar from 2018, and that could be their little survivors group like they've been doing. But I don't know. Who knows? But I could speculate more on Halloween Ends, but there's so much other stuff to get to. I don't know. I was gonna try to touch on a whole bunch of topics. No, it's Patrick. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Cause what else? Texas Chainsaw got a new poster. Oh man, I didn't upload the poster. Whatever. All right, so we're going to get a new trailer on Monday, dude. Because the last one, it was just more of an announcement that there's a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming up, right? Because that's the next big slasher, and it's coming to Netflix. I'm so excited for that, so I could do a kill count about it, and I can actually use like footage from it. See if it goes on anywhere like HBO Max or Netflix or something. I can take little snippets of it, but it's in theaters, dude. You'll get shut down at every turn. Even on Netflix, I tried to do kill counts on Army of the Dead and other Netflix stuff, and I gotta keep it really short because they block everything. But man, I'm super hyped for Texas Chainsaw. We are spoiled right now. We're having Michael Myers, Chucky, Scream, and Leatherface in the same year, and we're also getting video games from it. It's crazy how much stuff they're giving us slasher wise. So slasher, it seems I'll be covering all the slasher stuff. And if you make a video game, that's just as good as anything else, man. That's why I consider if you're a franchise, you gotta count all that. TV shows, video games, everything. And what else? Yeah, there's gonna be a trailer Monday. Here, let's see. Oh, wait a minute here. Yeah, new trailer Monday. See, we got the old trailer, but they didn't really show much. I mean, I have a whole video about theorizing everything about this, but the trailer was pretty neat. So it is like old man Leatherface. It looks like an orphanage or something. They're going more little backstory because this is supposed to be a direct sequel to the part one. Yeah, I am worried about it being on Netflix. I could do a whole thing. We could do Netflix and watch along with it, and everything, little clips. Imagine if Ben and Frank interact because they both love Lori back in the day. That would be cool. I'm down for that. They never said really who Lori hooked up with all those years ago, right? It could have been Ben. Damn, did they mention it? Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Do you know what slaps hard? Bass. Oh, do I have my bass in the background? Probably. Maybe. In 2021, there was a hype train for AAA games. Now in 20, we got hype for new movies. I'm hyped for games too, man. Because we're right. We get a Texas Chainsaw movie, a Texas Chainsaw game, an Evil Dead movie, and an Evil Dead game. I'm like, whoa. So Evil Dead is doing pretty well too. Like, what, the TV show was only like 3 years ago or something? So is this movie gonna be like Halloween 2018 timeline? Yeah, pretty much. I think it's ignoring all the other sequels. Yeah, yeah. It's ignoring all the other sequels. I think it's a direct sequel to the first one. And he's gonna be an old man. I don't think he's gonna be locked up. It's not like he's gonna get locked up for his crimes. I mean, possibly. We know hardly nothing from this trailer so far. All we know is it looks like he makes a new skin mask, because I think in the old even like the old poster, the first poster we got, it was like a mask, but it was like old and turning green, like how old leather does. If 2020 movies don't turn out like Batman, Yeah, Battlefield 2042. I was so disappointed in that. I'm most excited for Halloween Ends. Yeah, me too. But we don't got a trailer on it so far. I mean, I'm hyped for it too. Some people, I think they said the hype for Halloween Ends isn't as real as Kills. I mean, Kills being delayed a year also meant like, oh man, I don't know how many videos I made for Kills. Even one little photo, it was like, oh man, you gotta make three videos about it or something, and ridiculous theories that almost didn't come true. Some was right, some was wrong, but yeah, I'm most excited for Halloween Ends. I was most excited for Scream because Scream was already filmed and in the bag, so that was my most anticipated movie for 2022. But now it's Halloween Ends. But I don't know. The closest a movie is to coming out, the more hyped you get for it. So the next hype movie is Texas Chainsaw. Oh, that's so cool. How the saw's sort of like upside down shark fin, like chasing her underneath the house. It's gotta be cool, man. I'm psyched for this one. And I think Halloween Kills actually put it out there that, dude, you could reboot and make sequels from it. Because a lot of these times, except with Texas Chainsaw Massacre almost has a better run after it got remade, right? Because that's the only other remake that got a sequel. Amityville Horror, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, they all didn't get sequels. But finally, a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. Then they had Texas Chainsaw 3D, and that was awful. And I hear people don't like Leatherface. Leatherface was a cool movie too, and I don't know. But the first run of Texas Chainsaw movies, I don't know. I think the second run is actually might be a little bit better. But the first movie, the original, is probably it's the best one by far. I don't think anything is really going to top it either. Is Halloween starting filming right now? Yeah, yeah, it's filming right now. If you follow all the people, like follow Jamie Lee Curtis on Instagram and Twitter and such. Yeah, she has all her stuff. She has a lot of stuff out there right now. Oh man. She's the one posting all these pics and such. Damn, I gotta upload another pic. Yeah, see, that's the Halloween ends pic. So you follow her Instagram and her Twitter and stuff. She posted a couple of pics of her wearing that outfit. And there's another pic of her outside a grocery store and such. So we know that's gonna be a setting. I don't know why that, but you know what? I don't even trust the Halloween Ends marketing campaign as well because I remember a little teaser they showed Michael in the damn hospital. So they marveled us a little bit. They marveled us a little bit. So Michael might not even mess with the grocery store or anything. They purposely put that in there. They shot that just for a little tiny second to make you think he was going to show up at the hospital, and it never happened. Or maybe their plan was to have him show up in Halloween Ends because they totally did an audible. They were supposed to film it back to back, sort of like how they did Back to the Future 2 and 3. Imagine how hyped you would be. Like back in the day, Back to the Future 2 came out, and then like at the very end before the credits, there was a trailer for part 3. You're like, whoa, what? I don't remember seeing it in theaters or anything, but I remember like watching it on the VHS and that happened. That'd be cool if the trailer comes out right after that. I remember the trailer for Halloween Kills was insane because that was our first glimpse that it's actually finished, you know? Because a lot of these other movies, there's a lot of movies coming out that is like they don't have trailers yet, so how can you be that hyped for it? It's not even real yet. You don't even know if it's done. Like I've been hearing about the Hellraiser movie supposed to get a reboot and a TV show, and there's like two different versions supposed to come out, but you never know if it's actually really going to happen, you know? But Texas Chainsaw is definitely happening. It's filmed. A couple of directors got fired while they were doing it, and I don't know. and it was supposed to be executive produced by Freddie Alvarez or something, the Evil Dead guy, and I just hope for the best. And people always went like, "Oh, if it's video on demand, it's not gonna be good." Like, I doubt that because some Netflix stuff has been killing it. Squid Game. Uh, oh shit, it's even hard to think about all this stuff. Stranger Things. I don't know. Netflix has done some cool stuff. I wouldn't doubt it's cool. Yeah, I love the remake of Texas Chainsaw. Some people even prefer that to the first one. I mean, it's modern and you got like a fine ass Jessica Biel's in it, you know, and it just how it was shot was cool. And you had Full Metal Jacket guy in there who just died, and oh man, it was pretty good. Halloween Kills was a good sequel. I agree, man. It's probably ranking up there with I would even go like the original 2018 and Kills, and part four's up there and part two. Like all those are a little bit interchangeable. I just really like all those sequels. And Halloween Kills sort of spoiled us. Now we want like a high ass body count. Like if it ain't 30 people, we're like, whatever. That was a too much of a killing spree. Oh, I didn't read the original script. I saw that we watched the movie and stuff. Had a link about it, like what was the original thing, and so some of those it's like whatever. It could have been good. That's like hearing the original script for Scream 3. How Stu was supposed to run the thing from prison, and you're like, oh my god, why did they do that instead of their Hollywood bullshit? But yeah, yeah, I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I love the remake. They're doing extras for Halloween then. It would be honored to get killed by Michael Myers. Oh yeah, dude. Anybody and to be in that movie and get killed, I would like to be a mob member. Or what? Just a little cameo. Right? You could put a little cameo about somebody live streaming, be like, where's Michael Myers? Let's go look for him. I don't want him to get arrested again either. Because, right, that's how he got arrested the first time. He sort of just upstairs. I hope he kills Karen. I don't even hope he just kills Karen. I know he kills Karen, but I know it's like he killed that cemetery worker. I still think, like, man, you got to do something with that body. I hope he does the whole Annie thing and put Karen's body on a bed and puts the tombstone. Like Karen got killed, but she didn't have a body reveal yet, you know? So that's what I'm looking forward to as well. So Halloween End should still pick up where Halloween Kills ends, right? Then do the time jump. Like sort of like Avengers Endgame, right? They went right after the snap and then went, oh man, and then they did the time jump. So I think that will be something that we look forward to. Because that's how Halloween Kill set up. It was like this is the flashback, and then the movie starts. I would honestly rank Halloween 2018. Yeah, yeah, it sounds right. Halloween Kills on number two and Halloween 2 on number one. Wow, Halloween 2 best or oh, you're ranking just the sequels. That sort of makes sense. All right, what else? All right, here's other news. Evil Dead. Oh shit, I gotta change the brand name. Evil Dead Rise is done. Oh shit. Evil Dead Rise is the Evil Dead movie coming out and it's coming straight to HBO Max. Oh shit, I should have. All right, whatever. It's coming to HBO Max. It's done. I heard someone also put a review up for it already. Like, yeah, it's definitely going to happen. And I wanted to notice, and I noticed like how much this building looks like the Die Hard building. Don't look damn near the same. Look at the two back to back. Oh shit! Wait, that's a different thing. See, look at that Die Hard building. Boom! Evil Dead Rise. It could be the same building. I don't know. I don't know much about it. And I heard I keep going back and forth. I hear Ash could be coming back, and then I hear he's not. Or they're keeping that a secret, right? They might be keeping that a secret, like how Andrew Garfield wasn't really in Spider-Man. Like, oh man, I'm not going to do interviews about it or anything. I'm not telling anybody. Or they want to keep it a surprise or something. Because it's sort of weird. Like, is Evil Dead Rise? It could either be a sequel to what Army of Darkness, Ash versus Evil Dead, right? Or it could be a sequel to the remake. I mean, I'm hearing a whole bunch of stuff, but it seems like they're doing something different, and I'm always about that. Because, right, we don't have a good horror movie inside a skyscraper, and Poltergeist 3 is a hunk of shit. And you can't blame that movie too, man. That little girl died during the production of it, so they even used like a body double in some creative way on like shooting an ending to make sense. So that I don't know. Evil Dead Rise seems pretty cool because right, the cabin in the woods part is scary, but well, I don't know. Belko Experiment is a good sort of skyscraper or building sort of movie. There's a couple maybe. I would honestly like a sequel to original band ending of Army of Darkness. Yeah, hopefully they're going in that direction, man. Like you gotta have Ash in it. And what Ash versus Evil Dead it ended off like way in the future too. So hopefully it could be a mixture of that. So it is done. So I'm hyped for movies that are actually done. And there's also like early reviews and early like first impressions of Evil Dead Rise. Oh, they gotta change this layout thing, or I gotta figure out how to put it to the side or something. All right. I don't know. But yeah, Evil Dead. Oh my goodness. I have not actually seen the first Evil Dead. I've seen Dead Meat's kill count on it. Oh man. Dude, it's on sale right now. And what? The very first Evil Dead is on 4K. And I think they were always selling it like a double feature, like get two of them for $10. It's definitely worth buying if you see it on sale. Yeah, it's definitely a classic. Or go watch Ash versus Evil Dead. That's on Netflix, I think, still. Oh, have you seen this series? Oh man, Ash. If I had my YouTube channel at the time of Ash versus Evil Dead, I would have done a kill count like on each episode. That's one of my favorite sort of TV shows that come out in the last couple of years. I'm so upset we didn't get like a final like episode of it. What? Someone's horn is going off around here. I hope it's not me. I would honestly like a sequel to yeah, oh yeah, I already read that. 4K, I don't have graphics card for that. Oh man, all right. Oh, wait, did you get Halloween Kills on 4K? I love the Best Buy cover for it. No, man, I just got the digital release. That's good enough. I'm a digital guy, man. I don't like all that because I don't even I even got like an Xbox One X, One S, like the discless one. I'm out of the physical media game, man. I don't need that. All right, here, let me get this off. Yeah, dude, it looks like the same damn tower to me, so that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be sort of like Die Hard horror movie. And I don't know, man. Evil Dead was such a good remake. I'm surprised it took them this long to make a movie about it. Well, I guess they did the TV show, but the other news to come out was this. Hey, Evil Dead fans, when we get out, yeah, they're creating a new game in order to deliver the best. Because, dude, it was supposed to come out in February. Damn, I already need the. There you go. It was already supposed to come out in February. And I was like, well, when's it coming out? Are they just going to like surprise release it in February, like a Super Bowl thing? Like, all right, man, pay for like a 3 second ad and release it. But no, because it's already like coming up on February and you can't even pre-order it or anything. But the game is now coming on May 13th, so that's gonna be cool. We already have a trailer for. I remember somebody told me in the comments, like, I didn't know Evil Dead was getting a video game. Like, yes. I didn't really cover it because what the trailer came and went, and I think it was a busy week and I didn't get time to mention it, but I'm mentioning it now. So Evil Dead Rise is getting a movie and Evil Dead the game. I mean, it would make sense if you released the game and the movie around the same time because, that's like marketing for both. And you're right, it's gonna be very customizable. Like you're having that hand from Ash versus Evil Dead, and Ash is actually gonna be in it. I'm not sure if he's gonna be in the movie or not. And yeah, so finally it's getting a release date. So they're not gonna back down from it. And that has a trailer. Here we go. Oh, I need to take this off.
To bring you the lowdown on the upcoming Evil Dead the game.
Oh, nice.
You and your friends will team up as classic Evil Dead heroes to live the nightmare.
I think I could play a video game trailer as long as
you'll use savage
like
finishing
not
moves
movies.
or tear evil a new one. Or if you're not into the
Ooh, and you just like what he did like a fatality with the shovel, so that's
whole
crazy.
save the world thing, we have another option.
Yeah, I heard for a couple of years he was doing this video game because someone also told me like Ash says he's retiring the character after Ash versus Evil Dead got canceled. But it's like, dude, he's still about the video games. He's still about that life. I everyone says they put that character away. I think even Laurie said, or Jamie Lee Curtis says she was done being Laurie, or she's even done being Laurie after Halloween ends. But she's like, nah, man, I'll make a whole bunch of these movies.
You can play as the vile Kandarian demon itself. But who would want to do that? He'd be a dick. With the power of possession in your arsenal, you'll scare those goody two-shoes to death. Literally, you can do that if you're a dick.
Oh, so you could be like the demons. They're bringing in the demons
Whether
from
you
the show
choose
too.
the path of evil or righteousness, you'll be throwing down in places you've seen before.
Oh, I know. They just said the places you've seen before. Like they could add
of the Necronomicon,
skyscraper in there,
Dobie's
right?
lost tapes and track down other legendary artifacts. When you've grabbed enough, you'll use a spell to send the Kandarian son of a bitch back to the hellhole it came from.
Nice. Seems you get to be a whole lot of characters too.
Soon you'll experience the horror yourself, but for now I'll leave you with this thought. It was no accident that Ash always wore brown pants.
I'm hyped for this game. And we get guns. It's like hack and slash. And, oh, no. Or if you have multiplayer, man, one of your people can sort of like become a dead-eyed army, right? Because that's how the movies are. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm hyped. But it's also getting so Evil Dead is also getting a movie, a video game. I don't know, man. It's looking pretty healthy right now. So what else are we supposed to get? We're supposed to get a Hellraiser movie eventually, and I don't know. And there's still no word on Candyman either. All right, but what's some other topics? Oh yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is also getting a game. Isn't that nuts? So Evil Dead and Texas Chainsaw Massacre are getting games. And that's very cool. It's from the makers of Friday the 13th, the game. Oh, that looks fun. Yeah, dude. I would even stream it on the channel. It's very horror centric. I don't know if everyone's like, man, you're supposed to do. It's all about slashers and horror movies and all that other good stuff. Who'd win the fight, Chucky, Ghostface, or Leatherface? Hmm. Leatherface, dude. He's got the chainsaw. Hopefully. Wasn't there a Jason movie update? All right, here's the Jason movie update that the lawsuit is over and they could do something. Or the biggest update I think they had on a Jason movie was that Jason Blum said that he would be making a Friday the 13th movie or a Nightmare on Elm Street movie if he could get the rights. He's been trying to get the rights for a couple of years now. So that's the only update I've heard from it. Unless there was something today. I've had that happen. I remember I was a stream one time and then someone broke the news that Halloween Kills was coming straight to Peacock or something. So if there's a Jason movie update, I'm gonna have to switch. I'm just gonna have to look up that article live and watch it. But I don't know. I hope so, dude. Because Scream probably made more money now than it did its original run in '96. And Candyman, you're missing just everybody but Jason. And I don't know what's going on with Freddy either, dude. Freddy and Jason need to damn make a comeback. Those are both of my boys. Come on, man. Look at my logo. My logo is pretty much all Jason. Of course, I'll be covering every. I even start when I first started the channel. I was like, all right, let me do some spooky stuff and blah blah. And the Friday the 13th games is the first time it was like, oh yeah, I finally got traction on any sort of video. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that Jason Blum said he would, but he can't get the rights to it. But the lawsuit is over, and but I heard it's confusing. Like Friday the 13th name goes to Victor Miller and the other guy, Sean Cunningham. He actually gets the right to Jason Voorhees as an adult, a Hockey Max wear, because that's like the sequels. Because Jason really didn't show up to the sequels, so Kid Jason and Pamela, you get all that. That's why even here they did Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, Freddy versus Jason. You call it Jason in the long run. They did the same thing with Child's Play because Child's Play is MGM, so that's why there was able to be a Child's Play and then a Chucky TV show. But I don't know, maybe it would be weird, like because there's a Chucky TV show now and a Chucky movie, so right, you could totally cross over with each other. All right, going to sleep. All right, man. Thanks for even showing up. I know it's 2 a.m. over there. Sorry. Hopefully, I get some kill counts and more news. Like if there's more like trailers and stuff to come out, but there's a couple of good games. I mean, we got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre trailer right here.
Was last seen near the town of Newt more than 2 months ago. Her vehicle was recently discovered abandoned along Country Road 17.
Oh, Joe. Yeah. They mentioned there's going to be a new Dr. Mantis. Do you have any theories about who the character is? Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier. Like, it could be Dr. Sartain's replacement, it seems like, or it could be a number of things, man. I hope it's something substantial. Because if it's just that nurse who got killed's boss or whatever, like, okay, that's a stretch.
Authorities are hopeful that the extended search into the nearby communities
I hear my audio good. Uh, Very cool, man. And it's from the same team who did Friday the 13th, dude. I'm so excited about that. Cause I still love that game, man. It sucks you can't find a match, But I love playing Friday the 13th. And I guess you could play Leatherface now in Dead by Daylight, but it's not the same. I still like Friday the 13th over Dead by Daylight. Like, dude, they could do Friday the 13th right now. That's why I was like, if you're having legal problems and you can't call Friday the 13th, fucking replace Leatherface with Jason. And people be like, all right, sure, that's cool. Whatever. Yeah, any theories about? Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a regular doctor. Maybe Lori's new psychiatrist. That could be something. But then that's like going the Matrix route. But yeah, so it's pretty cool that we're getting a Leatherface video game. Oh, do you think Sydney will ever die in Scream? Nah, man, she can't die in Scream. Cause what are you gonna do after Sydney dies? Then all the other movies don't mean anything. I mean, I would talk Scream spoilers too. I probably need to go see it a third time. Like I saw it 2 times already, and you might need to see it one more time before it actually leaves theaters. Or what? I think it's supposed to come to Paramount Plus. Like I think the window was like 45 days. Like I'm still waiting, like keep scrolling on iTunes and see like they'll eventually release it. Maybe it's say like a $20 rental, but just put that on Paramount Plus. I'm down for that. But will she ever die? No, dude. You can't kill Sydney off. That would just be a shame. Because all the movies don't mean anything afterwards. And she said, and what she said in the new one that, right? Like, I got kids. If there's a new Ghostface, they're always going to be in danger. But I think if you make a sequel to Scream, you gotta do something like there's a secret third killer. That's one of my previous videos. Go down like 2 videos and see the Stu video. That's him. Yeah, to do a sequel to this newest Scream, you gotta make sense that it's a new Scream, like a third guy being the Scream killer. Cause right? So cause it's gotta be like the night never sort of ends. That's my idea for another Scream movie. Because you're like, dude, how many people are actually going to wear that mask and stuff? And I even go like, man, can you give us that flamethrower that you promised us? And that Matthew Lillard like knows the directors or something like that. They did cameo him in the movie. So I don't know. That would make a lot of sense to me. Or update about that last stream that, or not stream, but the last video I did. It was going to be Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, hopefully, but 5 I still don't have footage for it. And I was holding off on that until the footage does come out. So I was wondering what to do with that. I'll either do like a kill count of 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I'm still like, it's still touch and go because there's so many other horror movie stuff to get into, man. I want to get on some new things. I've been making Scream content for a while now. See, I think it could happen in 2 movies and set up new characters. Yeah, yeah, dude, definitely. They have Tara and they have Sam already. Let's see my arrows coming again. Very cool, man. And it's from the same team who did Friday the 13th, dude. The people who directed Scream 2022, if they're going to be allowed to do another Scream, they said they would do it. Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't they? I mean, it made more money than most other Scream movies. It made more the last like what the very first weekend and the whole first run of Scream 4 did. So Scream 4 was a dud, I guess. So that's why they had a plan for 5 and 6. But I think movies stopped doing that. They were like, we're not going to try to tell a story over 3 movies or something like that. We're going to try to make the best one possible and then hear some feedback and then try to do an audible and do it that way. They clearly did that with like the Star Wars movies and everything. They went, all right, let's hear what people thought about it, and then we'll make up our minds what we want to do. They might have like a layout of what they want to do. Just shoot her. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she'll die. She can't die. Like, will Lori die? Yeah, she's died before in the Halloween movies. And she seems pretty content here. So I don't know. She seems like, if I don't catch Michael, whatevs. I don't mind. But yeah, I'm looking forward to all this stuff, dude. There's an Evil Dead game, there's an Evil Dead movie, there's a Texas Chainsaw movie, there's a Texas Chainsaw game. Let me know if you want to hear more about the game stuff when they actually come out, because I pretty much for video games, you get the one trailer. It's not like movies. You get the one trailer, or I'll stream it on the first day or something. And yeah. And some like the Texas Chainsaw game, it's probably like the Friday the 13th game. The Friday the 13th game, they came out with like 3 maps initially, and then they eventually added like all this other stuff to it. Oh, I love how they added that sound and stuff to it. A multiplayer horror game based on true events. That's so cool. Love it. Yeah, that's a cool look for Amber too. I bet she couldn't post that till very much later. Hey, what if Michael and Lori both die and their dead bodies are just laying there together? I'm down for all of that. Michael's gotta die in this next one, right? All right, here. I guess we'll just keep talking Halloween and Halloween ends. But dude, my hype stuff is for like Halloween ends. I'm hyped, but it's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre is around the corner, and Evil Dead Rise has been done. And I hope we get we'll definitely get trailers for that first. But of course, it's sort of like Michael Myers is the big gun here. Michael Myers probably will own the whole year. Dude, yeah, maybe in the Texas Chainsaw game we actually could play as different. I hear we're going to play as different characters. Like we could play as Chop Top, we could play as the sheriff, we could play as a couple of different of the Sawyer family members. It's not just we're going to be Leatherface. It's not Leatherface the video game. It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre the video game. And yeah, like will they do it like Friday the 13th? Like the first map, like a map will be for every movie. Because the first movie is really iconic. And if it's based off true events, well, that's just bullshit. That's just something that they said. Yeah, Halloween is still coming in October because they're filming it now. And I don't know, man. I think just Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills sort of was like so high for it coming out in 2020. And then for them all of a sudden to be like, no, we're not. We're pushing it back a year. You're like, oh, a year. Like that really, really hurt. And then they eventually just released it on Peacock anyway. Like, dudes, you could have released it the way it was. If you're doing the Peacock and theater thing, you could have released it back in 2020. But I get it. We needed vaccines, and that's why this whole year was different than the year before. And I don't know. I got COVID like a couple of weeks ago. It sucked. So COVID definitely ruined everything, but Scream did well at the box office. As long as movies are making money, they're going to keep on coming out. So, yeah, as long as you get vaccinated and everything, everybody should be cool. But damn, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's going to be such a cool game. Because right now, it's like, what's the best horror game out right now? The horror games are doing well too. Resident Evil was a big one. But I would love, like, dude, you gotta count slashers for all these video games too. I would love a Nightmare on Elm Street video game too. That's why the people at Gun who made Friday the 13th, they were saying they were gonna make another video game with a intellectual property like a new IP. So everybody's like, "Oh man, that would be so cool if you're making a Halloween video game." Which I don't know, man. I'm excited for any one of these things to make a video game is really cool. And the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game seems different than the Evil Dead game. And you could do something different with the Halloween game or something. So I don't know. Halloween's not getting a game as far as I know, but dude, everybody else is getting a game. So it's just like everybody else is getting a movie, and even Chucky has a TV show. I mean, it's crazy. And anything's possible nowadays. Because, dude, slashers are back. I don't know what else you need to have slashers back. There's no just Friday the 13th and Freddy. That's the only two people that we don't have any news for. Our news for Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street was there was no news. Like Jason Blum's like, I've been trying to make this movie for about 3 years, trying to get these guys together, and nothing's happening. I can't get the rights, so I guess it's over. It's over on that one. So I'm whatever. There's so much other stuff. Texas Chainsaw, Evil Dead. We got a whole slew of other things to be hyped about. What's the unpopular horror movie option you have? Mine is the first two Friday the 13th films are not. What? Oh man, that is crazy. Well, all right, fine. The first one is not as great. Second one is Friday the 13th Part 2 is probably my favorite Friday the 13th movie. Yeah, I said it. I loved it. I loved it. Jenny's such a good final girl. He wrestles with Baghead Jason. Baghead Jason is arguably my favorite Jason. I'm sorry you didn't find the max till part 3. And part 3 was great at the end. Like the back half of Friday the 13th, part 3 was good. So I would consider part 2. Oh man, it could be my favorite sequel. Like the original, you put like number 5 in the rankings or 6. I even like the New Blood, maybe even better than Friday the 13th Part 1. And do you think Stu is still alive? Oh man, we got so much into the watch the last 4 Scream videos in my feed, man. It's all about how is I even think Stu killed Dewey in that hospital. That's right. And you know what else? Yeah, like I said in the previous video, like it seemed like Stu was the one that killed the Fonz in the uh wait. Stu killed the Fonz, the principal, right? In part 1. It's because he accidentally like, hey, you guys coming to the party? All right, nice. So he was already near the school grounds anyway. So I think he was the one to stick behind and kill the Fonz. But he used 2 knives on that one. He went, da, 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 killed the Fonz that way. And that's the way how Dewey died. So I don't know, man. I think that was like Stu Thane is to use 2 knives. So maybe that was their little hint that that could be Stu. I think Rob Zombie's Halloween is underrated and misunderstood. Dude, I hear a lot of love for Rob Zombie's Halloween. I like the second half of Halloween. Some of these horror movies, like the second half is way better than the first half because sometimes like the buildup really sucks to me. I don't know. Like some of this buildup loses my attention for it. That's why I like a lot of these new horror movies today, like these independent films and such, these elevated horror. It's all build up, and then you might have a second of the horror, and then that's it. Like I saw that movie Lamb. Oh man, if I made a worse level list, Lamb would be up there, or more disappointed movie. Like sometimes this elevated horror is like I'm really sort of done with it. It started off hot with like Ari Aster doing like Hereditary and Midsummer and stuff. But no, dude, elevated horror, it's cool. It's like you put more thought into these horror movies. But something like Saint Maud and stuff could eat my ass. I don't like some of those things, dude. I like good old fashioned slashers too, and slashers are definitely back. Yeah, the reboot is Friday the 13th is better. Yeah, the reboot better than the original. Yeah, I definitely would say that. The reboot is, and people say they didn't like that Trevor guy, but Trevor was playing an asshole. He did his part of playing an asshole. You weren't supposed to like him. It's like when a bad guy wrestler, you're supposed to boo him. If he's good, doing a good job getting booed, he's doing his job. So I love Trevor on that. I remember even watching it again, like, hey man, I'm not drinking beer out your stinking shoe. Like, who would? I more sympathize with Trevor in this one. He has that supernatural guy hitting on this girl in front of him, and he's like, "No, man, we don't care about your sister." I mean, he's a little bit of a dick, but I can see why. I can see his logic. So I don't think Trevor was that bad of a guy. And there's a horror movie convention coming around here in Ontario pretty soon. So I would hope like there's a CJ Graham is there and a whole bunch of stuff, and hopefully to get some photos of that and really add some stuff to this channel. I don't know about making a video, but I'll definitely put like some Instagrams and make a whole bunch of TikToks and stuff. Because I did that with another horror convention I went to, like just put up some TikToks and they did okay. Although I didn't, yeah, Michael Myers doesn't deserve a backstory. I mean, he deserves one. He's an interesting character, but it's left better to have like a mystery. He's supposed to be like an everyday kid. Like, what the hell happened to this kid? He grew up in such a white trash place. Like, duh, he became a serial killer. It's like, no shit. His mom's a stripper and his stepdad's an asshole. Like, of course he ended up being a serial killer. But that's really zombifying the whole Michael Myers thing. You could have made him a different character. Yeah, we talked about that, gentlemen, Bryce. Sarah Michelle Gellar, I hear she's in talks to be in the new Halloween movie. So there's that. I mean, that's some cool news. I think in the end, I'll just do Halloween Ends whole thing about what do you want from Halloween Ends? I would say Sarah Michelle Gellar being in there is cool because she's like a horror legacy character. She's even beyond Scream Queen because that was also like 20 years ago. She's much older now. She could be a mother of one of these kids in high school, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Jason running is scary. Oh yeah, Jason running is awesome. Yeah, Friday the 13th Part 2, he was running. And also in the original he ran. Like running fast, agile Jason is pretty scary. But it's pretty scary how he just walks. And I also heard for Sarah Michelle Gellar, they might just do like she's Lindsay Wallace's sister or something like that. Let me read some more. I know the Hills Have Eyes remake and the Last House on the Left remake is better than the original. Damn, that's tough. But yeah, man, you know what? I'm a big fan of most of those remakes. You know what's another underrated remake? The Amityville Horror. Even though Ryan Reynolds had like abs, I was like, why is this fool got abs? He's supposed to be a truck driver. I was like, is this guy like a boxer? This guy is jacked. For no reason for the ladies, you know. And that's so crazy that little Chloe Moretz was in that. But the Hills Have Eyes remake is probably, yeah, I would say that's better than the original too. I really get bored with the original. I mean, it was great for its day, but the remake was awesome. It's too bad the Hills Have Eyes had a part 2 to that, and that one was bad. And the last house on the left remake was pretty good too. I think Michael Myers having an organ could be interesting, but they did it wrong. An organ like a like Phantom of the Opera or something like that. Yeah, Buffy versus Michael Myers. Buffy already got she got killed by I know what you did, a fisherman, and she got killed by Ghostface, and hopefully she gets killed by Michael Myers. But that'll be very cool. And we haven't seen Buffy in a long time. Hey, what do you think is the most worst horror? Yeah, it's like double most worst horror movie you have ever seen. Oh, dude, there's a lot. I mean, and sometimes some little things might mess up a good movie too. You know, like some bad CGI. I was watching like Blood Red Sky. It's like a Vampire in the Sky sort of movie. I never did a review about it or anything, but was loving it. And then we also saw like a part where it's like a really bad CGI plane. It wasn't even doing anything like Russia the airplane. It was just a plane flying in the sky. And you're like, dude, you could use stock footage of a plane flying in the sky. Why have a awful CGI thing? Because sometimes bad CGI could just really take you out of it. Like The Thing is a bad remake because all that awful CGI they put in that. And I know there's a practical effects part for it, but The Thing is one that I would say is not the worst one I've seen, but it's probably the worst remake. Because you're like, dude, you had potential, and it leads itself to a prequel because everything else, you had the dogs running, and like we thought it was a remake, but it ended up being a prequel. And I don't know. They just dropped the ball on that. But the worst horror movie you've ever seen, there's a lot of really badly made horror movies. Because a lot of people think they could do it. I remember I went to a script writing class in college, and the guy automatically went, "Horror is trash and it's not art, and get out of my face with this horror stuff." I'm like, whoa, that is brave. But then we had to watch The Terminator, right? Like the guy had no idea what he was talking about. Like the Terminator is basically a slasher movie, dummy. So just because you're a professor, those who can do teach. Oh, Origin. I thought you meant Oregon. I would like to, like how did Michael Myers actually break out of the hospital? Maybe right. I would like something like that. But to do that again, I think people hated it so much in the Rob Zombie movie. It's sort of like the stuff you did before. They did enough stuff in the Halloween universe that they can learn from their mistakes. Like they already learned that, hey man, it was a bad idea to kill off Laurie. That was bad. It was a bad idea to have Busta Rhymes like kung fu and kick Michael Myers. That was bad. So right, it's like a lot of trial and error with a movie like that. Honestly, I hate how horror nowadays has cheap jump scares. Dude, jump scares are cool, but it keeps the tension going. I remember in the last Scream movie, I heard somebody saying like jump scares, but like with Wes, like Wes was in the house and they did that a couple of times, like he's behind the fridge. No. He might be behind the cabinet. No. Like they faked you out of they almost think made you like fooled you to think Ghostface could be there, but that's not like a jump scare. That's the viewer's expectation. It wasn't like a cat jumped out. Like that's some like false jump scares that are cheap and just like noise, like those are different. Like sometimes jump scares are needed because some people even go like, "Well, kills isn't scary. Halloween kill." Like, dude, slasher movies aren't supposed to be scary. Slasher movies are like comedies with gore to me. Like, I like them to be funny. I like them to be raunchy. I like them to have a lot of gore. And you're right, some jump scares are cool. Like, I appreciate all that, but there's different flavors of slasher movies too. Like sometimes something you think you wouldn't like ends up being something good. What is the best Friday the 13th movie besides part six? Oh man, part two is pretty good. I love part two. Part two is good. Part four. If I had to rank them, I really love six though. Six might even be my number one. It could be six because it's funny, man. I love how funny it is. It's funny and the gore is awesome. I even have a whole playlist of watching like part six I did first, and then part four, and I think I also did part two and New Blood, or I think I was gonna go in order. And that was the first time, like that was even before I got like uh monetized and everything. Just doing it for the hell of it. But those were fun. Was the best horror movie in the last 10 years? Oh man. That's hard, man, because I think this last 10 years have been killer. Like, I've always loved horror my whole life, but in the early 2000s, the sort of fell off, man. Gotta be real about it. Like, there wasn't nothing coming along. And then some remakes came out and was cool and fun and exciting, but there was a really down part for a while. Like, now horror is red hot. Yeah, part four was good too. What's your favorite type of horror genre? Yes, slashers are like, come on. I think most people, it's like, that's why even they mentioned that in Scream. They went, hey, dude, you like the Babadook? Well, whatever. I think that's artsy fartsy stuff. Like sometimes those are cool. Like I really love It Follows. I'm surprised we never got a sequel to It Follows. Like I like that. I was like, dude, what if you get on a plane and then that thing gets on a plane and follows you? Like I loved all that stuff and just nothing ever came of it. But I love slashers. I love like Hereditary was cool. I really like that. Midsommar was cool. Even some stuff like psychological horror, I would even consider like The Lighthouse was cool. But my favorite ones, probably it's gotta be slashers. Number one with a bullet is slashers. Yeah. So I like all horror, but the best horror is probably slashers. But thanks everybody. I gotta keep firm to about like an hour, and we went through all most of these topics. And dude, Monday is a Texas Chainsaw Massacre trailer, so definitely go on that. I'm trying to go hard next week, so expect a whole bunch of videos and updates. And dude, I was even gonna do a kill count about a couple of new trailers. Like that movie X is coming out, and that's coming from A24. That's gonna be cool. That seems like it has a lot of potential. The Black Phone looks cool. I might come out with because I think I'm done with Scream content for now until the footage actually comes out. And then I could do like a total count of like Scream 1 through 4 and how many people died in all of them. And yeah, so expect a lot more content. Definitely Monday, Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. So the hype train is getting real for Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming out. And there's a whole bunch of good horror stuff to cover. And I can't wait to share that all with you. And thanks for watching, and watch some other horror movies. And let me know if any new news comes out, like when Scream is coming to Paramount Plus will be big, an Evil Dead Rise trailer coming out, all that good stuff. So all right, take it easy everybody, later. All right, here, well, let's go on. Hell yeah. All right. I hope to see you there, Meglo.